30-year-old Eden has completely transformed his body. He's covered in tattoos, piercings and other modifications. As he walks around Restart Mall, passers-by can't help but stare.
I got 6 implants on my head, 3 on each side. I've got a transdermal implant here, which is similar to this, only it protrudes through the skin and you can thread things into it. I've got bridge piercings, a high nostril piercing. I've got my lips scalpelled. My tongue split, and I've got nipple piercings, I've got subdermal implants on my arm.
Modifications in Canterbury are growing in popularity. An influx of tradesmen to help with the rebuild means businesses taking off with the city's tattoo parlours. There's money to be made.
Tattoos in general can start from anywhere from $50 to 20, 30,000, you know. It's like asking how much is a black car.
28-year-old Jamie Watt only started getting tattoos 2 years ago, but already he's addicted. Jamie spent thousands of dollars on his hobby and wants to cover most of his body.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it because you've got it for the rest of your life. It's not like a car that you might only have for a year and then you don't have it, so you're always going to have it with you.
Society in general seems to frown upon people who look different. Eden and his friend Daniel have met people who aren't fans of their look.
I describe it as amazing and beautiful, and the public probably are disgusted. No, that's not true. I don't know. Most people are curious and interested about it. Right?
Both men are so heavily tattooed, they're almost like a walking patchwork quilt. Daniel's body is covered in artwork from different countries.
Just wherever I go, I like to grab a few tattoos, and it's just it's a bit of a picture book. Artists that I've been looking up to for a long time. Some people like to buy art for their walls, I like to buy it for my arms.
Daniel has spent thousands of dollars to achieve his look of tattoos, piercings and modifications. He arrived in New Zealand just before Christmas, but Eden is a Christchurch local and his appearance has made him well known to many people.
You're going to get asked questions looking like this, so it would be kind of silly of me to be upset and offended. But there are, of course, ways and means to go about asking someone something about the way you look. Just coming up and touching me is about as polite as me coming up and touching you. So,
Do you get that?
Yeah, all the time. People are like, oh, they're already doing it, and they're like, do you mind? I'm like, you're already doing it.
Visually, the tongue split is the most interesting. The Bible refers to the devil having a forked tongue, but these two just think it looks and feels cool.
It feels comfortable. It's the way that I feel like it should be. It's fun to play with. It gives a little bit of a laugh. When people see it, they're like, whoa, I've never seen that before.
Of course, with these or any modifications, there will be health risks. One of Canterbury's top doctors, Alistair Humphrey, says as long as people make sure anything they're putting into their body is sterile, he has no problem with any modification.
I have seen many examples of even small implants, things like a nose stud, a belly button ring. They can get infected. Of course they can if they're not put in properly.
For more on this issue, tune into Street Stories 8:30 p.m. tomorrow night when I explore the body modification community in Christchurch. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.